he went to ICU more than twice. So he had more than 60% yeast in his body.
What does that mean?
Yeah, it means exactly that. Just imagine your body having 60% yeast. He couldn't even drink water.
Yes.
You know, you had to literally warm the water in order for you to actually give it to him and he'll be able to consume it. I don't even want to talk about food because he could not eat so many things. We had to change diets.
Let me introduce to you the new kid on the block. Mel La Vie is a new skincare range that recently launched. It is for face and for body. We deal with hyperpigmentation, anti-aging, wrinkles, natural glow. We also deal with dark inner areas. We target dark inner thighs, dark armpits, dark neck, dark elbows, dark knees, you name it. We also have a shaving combo. This shaving combo deals with ingrowns and shaving bumps. Both men and women can use this good quality product shaving range. We've got good actives in our product from glycolic acid, hyaluronic acid, kojic acid, and many more. You can contact us on the WhatsApp number that is popping on the screen, or you can reach out to us on all our social media platforms. We are here for all your skin needs. Hi everyone, welcome to the Working Wife, Working Woman podcast. I'm your host, Promise Makunyani. As you might know by now, this podcast is about women working. We are working on our finances, we are working on our mental health, emotional health, physical health, even though I'm not in shape, but I'm going there. Anyway, so this podcast is all about that, and most especially our financial independence, right? And it's good to have a man do stuff for you. However, it's even much more greater if you can do stuff for yourself as a woman. So basically, we are bringing together women on this couch to sit with me to tell us about their journey. It's not just about entrepreneurship, it's also about corporate work, hustling, you know. You can be a nanny, you can be an admin. Come here and sit with me because there are other people that are just waiting to hear somebody say something about themselves and about their hustles so that they can be motivated. So this particular podcast airs every Sunday at 6 p.m. We do have a sister podcast called O Narrative Podcast. It airs every Wednesday at 1 p.m. It's about marriage and family dynamics. Guys, you'll get the hang of me. This is new, so the intro here, you know, it's just a touch and go, but I'll get used to it like I'm used to the other one. Anyway, guys, today I am sitting with a very familiar face to South African television. Sister Thobekile. I was calling you Thobekile all along. I'm telling my assistant Thobekile. She's like, no, Thobekile.
Where did you get Thembekile
I don't
from?
know. Kikile, the kile at the end. I'm
No,
like,
but you know what? I can get Thembekile, so
oh. To Thobekile is being trustworthy.
Ukuthembeka, yes.
Yes, okay. You are trustworthy because you pitched today.
You see, I'm here.
Yeah.
I might have been a little bit late, but I'm here.
Yeah. Welcome,
Yeah.
and thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. This means a lot.
Yeah.
When I hear the word woman and I hear the word business and I hear the word nji,
Yeah.
success.
You
one
are
sentence.
there. You are there. Anyway, on this particular podcast, we start with icebreakers, right? Just
Okay.
for us to be comfortable, you know. So I'm going to ask like 5 icebreakers and then we get into the conversation.
Sure.
The first one says, how would you explain your job to a 3-year-old?
Ngiyadayisa. I sell.
Oh, yeah.
So I would literally say, baby, you know ice cream? That's what mommy's buying. This is what mommy's selling.
Selling.
And when you are going to buy it, you're going to give me money.
Yeah.
And then that's how mommy is going to make money.
Okay. That is easy to understand. Yeah. What is your go-to lunch?
Go to lunch. You know, I'm very, very diverse. I'm not one of those people that eat the same thing.
Yeah.
Always trying to, hey, let me try and loosen up weighty and 1 minute tea. So I would just say anything that's Asian.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you love Asian.
I love Asian. Asian food is like, yeah.
Yeah. What was your dream job as a kid?
Funny enough, apparently when I was younger, I used to
Yeah.
be like, I want to be a mayor, you know?
Oh my gosh.
I don't even think I understood
Yes.
what
A
being a
mayor
mayor actually
is.
entailed. But That's what apparently I would
You wanted
say.
to be.
And then as I grew up, I was like, am I going to be a doctor? Am I going to be a teacher? Because those were also in the pipeline.
Yeah.
But obviously, the older you get, the more no, this is my path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather always be 2 hours early or 20 minutes late?
Between me and you, I would love to be 2 hours early, but reality,
It's giving you the other one.
reality is saying,
So
yeah.
2 hours early.
I would love to be 2 hours early
Yeah.
so that I can settle, but hey,
Yeah.
our life that we chose.
Yes.
You
You're
know?
not always on time,
Yeah.
but it's important for us to always be on time.
Yes.
Last one. A guinea wants to grant you a wish. What would be that wish?
Good health. Good health.
Good health.
There's no amount of money you can have if you do not have good health. There comes a time where everything just fails.
Yeah.
Now I'm talking about, your organs. I'm talking about your well-being.
Yeah.
And that kills you mentally. It kills you psychologically. So if you have good health, that means you can have the mindset.
Yeah.
You can have the ambition, the drive to go out there and make the money.
True.
But if you have the money and you have not been taking good care of your health, you cannot enjoy it.
That's so good. But I guess we'll speak about this health in time because I think it's close to you, like when you're speaking about having a good health and so forth.
Yeah.
We'll speak about it in the interview. Anyway, this is the end of our icebreakers. Introduce yourself to the people, tell us who you are, and go into where you're from, your background.
Okay.
Family, parents. Yeah.
Okay. I can just say that I'm a very ambitious woman.
Yeah.
I'm very goal driven. I grew up in KZN, so ngumZulu.
Oh.
Who just had Paka. Growing up, I'm a girl. I'm a mommy's girl. I'm very strong,
Yeah.
but I have this soft side where mangle no ma, it's like, yeah, ma, very, 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 very loving as
Yeah.
well. I have a weakness of over loving.
Okay.
That means I have this weakness of sometimes over giving, you know. Ngikhuliswe uma, ngikhuliswe ugogo, umkhulu. So I'm from an environment where I was just surrounded by love. I saw love, I felt love.
Yeah.
I'm still in love, So I had to first find myself.
Yeah.
And you don't understand that whilst growing up, how important it is to see, your grandparents with you, loving each other, playing, and to see your mom, umamkulu, because that's how it was. And this is how it was so easy also to fall in love with my husband. He's also from a family where mom and dad was there. So, we met.
Yeah.
Met whilst I just, figuring myself out in Johannesburg. Because initially I did study video technology.
Okay.
So I've worked also in the industry, in the space of media.
Okay.
And I just realized at some point, no, this is not for me. Ngithanda imali.
Yeah. Wasn't it not giving you money? It was giving you little money.
I think it just depends how you value money.
Yeah.
It depends how do you value money, because if I were to tell you at that time I was earning something like 40,000 a month,
it will be like, ooh, that was a lot of money.
Omunye umuntu will be like, yeah, imali eningi,
Yeah.
At that time it served a purpose, but I understood ukuthi I have a bigger purpose. But when you go down to Thobekile, who is she, like, ukhule kanjani, this thing of selling, where does she get it from?
Yes.
I would say that it comes from a very, very young age, because I was one of those kids that used to sell pep corner, in the bus.
Okay. To school.
To school. Literally, by the time I got to school, sold out. So I had this thing of being able to convince people, to buy.
Yeah.
And then also growing up, I worked at a restaurant from standard 6. And ngijale lapho kusenzele my own money. You know, I got used to you wake up, go to school, after school, go to work.
Oh, wow.
And then after work, I would come back. This would be now your 12 at midnight. Yeah, because restaurant life is like that.
Oh,
They close at 11 p.m.
Yes.
Come back, do my homework, and sleep. So I got used to this pattern of only sleeping a few hours. Now I think that drive and that ambition that I had, because I worked for over 5 years. The whole time I was in high school, I was working. Afterwards, I worked in retail. So I got that foundation there. And obviously, I then started working towards the video technology part of it. This is behind the scenes, producing, you know, directing, etc. And then I found my husband, who was very much into business, you know, very much into sales also. He was a very good salesperson. And he said, you know what, you have so much to offer. Let's see how we can make it work. This is how we started, you know, we've tried a lot of things, eh?
Together.
Together. We've tried a lot of things. Others didn't work out. Others worked out. Others, you know, you got slammed, you know. So I can just say that in a nutshell, I'm a very big go-getter. If I want something, I push so hard to make sure that I get it, and then I try to perfect it. But at the same time, I'm a mom. I'm a mom to 4 beautiful kids. In fact, 6, because my brother's kids are also my kids.
Your kids.
We
Do
have
you stay with your brother's kids?
No, I don't. They stay in KZN, but we are always together. Exactly. So it's more like when we buy something, we need to buy for them. When we buy clothes, the mom is also like that. She buys for all her grandchildren, you know. And when Thobekile is at home now, she becomes very fragile. I'm also...
You mean in your house?
In my house now. Manje sengisekhaya. I can transition again and become very submissive. You know, be a submissive wife, understanding that I'm still running businesses at the same time. This is our foundation. Because I used to see this also from my grandparents. I used to see the love. They used to eat in one plate, you know. Omunye akadla, omunye angadlanga, sort of a situation. My grandfather would say, Mam Zobe. This was my grand's name. So basically come and, not really massage, but wash my back.
Oh.
You know? I saw her doing this throughout until the last day. Like literally.
Wow.
So this is the same thing even at home. That's the love that we have. Yeah, now in our house, in our home, like it's like that. Baby, udlile, no, udlile. Even if I'm going upstairs, baby, you can't just go upstairs without saying, okay, baby, stay upstairs. It's sort of a situation.
That's so
I'm
cute.
telling you.
I love it. And obviously it's because of your background.
It's because of my background.
Yeah. So you mentioned that you've been working when you were in high school, right? What was motivating you to work that hard? Was your grandmother like a businesswoman? Was your mom a businesswoman? What drove you to say, okay, the women that I am surrounded by, they also work very hard? And what did they do?
Funny enough, the situation forced me to work, you know. At that time, mom wasn't working, and I was just seeing, you know what, mom needs help. Yeah. So my motivation was, I need to better the situation at home. So let me see what I could put on the table. As young as I was at that time, I don't even think I realized that, you know what, the reason for this was just like, how can I help mom? You know, as she's trying to get back on her feet. That was my motivation. But also, I think when I started finding out, okay, my great-grandparents, what was it, John? Like, who were they? And then I found out that, no, from my granny side, they had stores, they had businesses. But when it comes to my grandparents, my grandfather used to sell like iqeda. We used to call them iqeda, you know, like those ice lollies. Yeah. The ones in the plastic. He used to sell that at home and popcorn. So I think I saw that as a young woman, and then I felt, you know, I can do anything to make money, because when a child's giving 50 cents, I give them that. I understood the exchange.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear you. So you grow up, like you come to Joburg, you study, and then you get your job. How long do you last in your job?
Funny
and
enough.
Where did you work?
I've worked at the SABC.
Oh.
I've also worked for a church for more than 5 years, a very big church
Yeah.
called Tyrannus Apostolic Church.
Okay.
So I was in charge of basically making sure that whatever it is that the pastor wanted,
Yeah.
the congregation to hear, that they perceive him and see him like that.
What?
Yeah.
Like whatever? What? Please repeat that.
In a sense of my task
Yeah.
was to be behind the scenes. So this would be me literally whatever it is that he wanted, right? So let's say, for example, he's got links to shoot, and then there's also the part where in the church, maybe there's a service.
Yeah.
So we would literally cut, this would be editing, this would be packaging it so that a person who's at the other side will be able to understand him better.
I hear you. I'm thinking, these changes, when you speak about changes now, and if you're, I'm like,
no, it's not.
what?
It's not that. It wasn't that type of church.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
it wasn't shame. In fact, I actually learned a lot of business there. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I learned business when I was within the church.
Yeah.
I also learned
Was it
how.
your church, or you really
No.
look
It
for a
wasn't
job
my
and you got a
churches per
job?
se, but I was working there.
Ah.
So
guys, you see, it's very important like to give offerings, because they've got people they've literally employed. Like,
at the church, I was getting paid like 40K a month. So it was a very serious job.
you see, so that
No.
means wow.
No. And hence I'm saying that as much as I was there, literally working as a producer and director. So basically I was like there to make sure that people could understand the Pastor Mkwena better, the apostle. So during that whole time, I also understood, you know what, as much as we are in church, but also there's a business running within churches.
I hear you.
Because he was
A businessman.
he was a businessman. He was also a very decisive person.
Yeah, I
know,
love that. Obviously, we can see that with employing someone and paying them that much, to see that how he takes serious the business side of
Yes.
of that, which is it's not a bad thing, because literally money comes in the church. It needs to be managed. It needs to, like, the church needs to run properly.
And I used to see like stages, like remember all the quotations used to come through me, via me. He would pay like
For excellence.
millions to make sure that his congregation gets what they deserve.
I hear you.
He was very particular. So I think even when my own businesses, that's how I started understanding. No. I could remember when he said he wanted, at that time was like starlights, And I said, when I do my own thing, I also want to do things this way.
I hear you.
So he was sort of like mentoring, but he wasn't seeing that he was mentoring me. Now I wasn't seeing what I'm being mentored, but I could still remember, Guti, this is how you run a business. So the foundation in Kulugabi from there.
That's great. That's great. And where do you meet your husband? Like, when do you get married? When do you now I'm my wife now. I want to be a wife. I'm settling down.
You know what? Funny enough, I never wanted to get married.
You were a boss babe.
Besides being a boss babe, I just never thought of myself as a wife. I don't know. I don't know if other people can relate. Funny enough, I'm playing the role very well.
Looking at yourself then and now, you're like, what do you mean?
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I had this thing of, remember, the only foundation of a mom and dad was my granny and my grandfather. And my granny was such a good woman, like a good wife. Totally opposite of me. Like, she was like a yes, ma'am, sort of a person.
Yes.
Very super submissive. And for me, it was like, ay, bo, I mean,
Yeah.
And also, mom didn't get married. And Mamkulu didn't get married. So these people were like in my faces.
Yeah.
And they were doing so well,
Yeah.
I
did
was
like,
and then I used to say to myself, I do not want a boy child, because my brother was very naughty.
Oh.
So I was like, hey, no, I don't want this,
Yeah.
And funny enough,
there.
I love kids. So when I met my husband, he totally changed the perspective. Like, yonke into.
Yeah.
He just showed me love, the support. When somebody is now literally helping you step by step to build your character. And you're like,
yeah.
I'm a better person.
I love
I'm
that.
like, because I didn't get these proposals. You have proposals.
Oh,
Will you
kneeling
marry
down
me?
with-
What?
yes.
I'm necessarily in bed. And then he just said, "Tshela abantu bakini ngiyeza." Ngathi, I'm telling you.
Is he Zulu?
He is a Zulu.
Okay.
So he was like, you know what, tshela abantu bakini. In bed, like literally. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, no, siyashada.
I love
That was my proposal.
straight to the point.
I always tell him, I say, you owe me.
Me.
Like,
Kneeling down.
Instagram.
And it's really Instagram stuff, eh?
Yeah, ngizingeni. But
Yeah.
yeah, so
What year is that?
that was when he told me, that was how many years ago? I think it was 9 years ago.
Okay.
Close
How
to
long are you married now?
Now, married as in signed
Yeah.
in court, it's 8 years now.
What do you mean married signed? Is there any other marriage or what?
Okay. According to us, uqala uhambe uyolobola,
Oh, yes.
you know?
Yeah.
So that's the first step. And then it's the step of now you are coming home, uthelwa ngani, uthelwa ngenyongo.
Okay.
And vice versa, when now we are married, naye uthelwa ngenyongo yenkomo.
Mm.
So those processes, that's another part. So that's the part, that's a traditional marriage part.
Okay.
And then also, when you say married, you know, some other people are living as married people. So you just never know, you know. Ifat and setanyana.
Yeah. They're not married, those ones. They're not married, they're fat and sitting.
There was that law, yokuthi angazi 6 months, what?
Who took the which one?
Yeah, there's some law after you've stayed with someone for 6 months.
Some law. I'm thinking you said there's other person. Yes,
No,
when you
no.
are cohabiting,
Yeah.
then it's like you are even liable to pay them for when you
Exactly.
break up and stuff. Okay.
So much, that's why you which part?
No, that one is not marriage, it's cohabiting.
Oh,
Cohabiting. Where keep it.
Okay, keep it okay.
Yes.
Asithi ke la sisayine khona
Yes.
Home Affairs, you know, I will say 8 years.
8 years ago.
Yeah, 8 years.
Did you guys have like a white wedding?
We had a white wedding.
Yeah.
Funny enough, my wedding, everybody was wearing white. I was the only one not wearing white. Yeah.
Was it a
But,
choice?
it was a choice. I
Yeah.
just wanted to, like, you know, stand out.
Not
But
you wearing white and the rest maybe dark colors.
No. Everybody was white, and then my color was sort of like a light pink.
Okay.
So that's how I wanted it.
Dramatic.
But ke okusalayo ke, when I did that, the person was doing my dress and another story. Didn't pitch.
Did he
So I
sabotage
needed to make it another alternative. It was
Okay.
I always tell my husband, you still owe me a
But
wedding.
it's a wedding, it's a proposal.
He owes me the whole thing.
But this man have been paying for a lot of things in your life. He has exceeded. So did you have it in KZN?
Yeah, we had it in KZN.
Okay.
We had it in KZN. We had it at home. At that time, I mean,
Were you wearing a white dress or a pink?
I was wearing the pink.
Okay.
Like
Was
a
it
light
like
pink.
a wedding ball gown or?
It was not what I wanted.
Yes, I hear you.
But it was sort of not what you are thinking. It was just
Yes, I'm thinking maybe okay, I hear you.
no. It was not even close to what I wanted.
That means you
But-
need to organize a wedding for yourself and your husband because at this time, it's not about him making it. You can organize a wedding.
No,
for
we
it.
can.
And anniversary and dress like you're getting married if that's so important to you.
No, but gathering. You know.
Yes, like call everyone
Yes,
like
yes,
you're
yes.
getting married, but you're celebrating maybe 10 years or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I still want to do.
Me too. I also want to do
You also
that.
want that?
Yes.
No, you're not happy.
Not that I wasn't happy, but I've never wore a white dress. So it was a traditional thingy. But
time,
my
Nam.
designer did not sabotage me, Mina.
And I was sabotaged. And I always see this designer and I'm like,
Wena.
Wena.
So I always think when we got married, we wore traditional attire. And I was like, in 10 years, we are 6 years now, 10 years, it's going to be like a white wedding where we'll plan it together and invite people, but wear like a white dress.
So you guys did traditional and then you signed.
Yeah, so we did the whole lobola, everything, but we just never wore a white
white
dress.
dress.
Yeah.
I think this time I want the white dress.
Yes, in Cape Town somewhere, you know?
Vineyards,
In
you know.
very,
Oh my gosh, darling.
So we can organize that for ourselves now, you know. So, madam, now let's go into the business. We talk too much, man. Let's go into you being a businesswoman. I've heard that the business, I don't know if the business that you have now, your husband's health motivated you or inspired you to be in the business. Please tell me about that.
Oh,
Like
okay.
your husband being hospitalized.
Yeah, he actually suffered from stomach ulcers.
Okay.
So he had more than 60% yeast in his body.
What does that mean?
Yeah, it means exactly that. Just imagine your body having 60% yeast. He couldn't even drink water. You know,
Yes.
you had to literally warm the water in order for you to actually give it to him and he'll be able to consume it. I don't even want to talk about food because he could not eat so many things. We had to change diets. He went to ICU more than twice. So, you know, when you've tried everything, there comes a point when you are, remember in the beginning I said good health is everything. Because at that time also he was like bringing in the money at
He had
home
the money.
and he was bringing lots of money at that time. And me, I was there working, but not bringing in enough to say if anything happens to him, I'll be able to sustain the family. Do you understand? Which is another problem, another discussion.
This is why we are here saying.
Exactly. So at that time, I was so frustrated because you know you try everything. Now you don't know what is really going on, and that's how I found out about Easy Life, and that's how I found out also about our Gonoderma product, which is called Xiangjiling. So, if you know the word Gonoderma, or if you don't know it, it's like an Asian mushroom. So what this mushroom does is, no matter how many chronic illnesses you actually have in the body, it's able to assist the body, also your damaged organs, etc. So Yonavele, it's an immune booster. It's a supplement. But even if you go and just Google the word Ganoderma, you'll understand how powerful this Asian mushroom is. You know, it's good for overall health.
Okay.
It's good for immunity. Because, you know, most of the problems actually start because your immune system is now compromised.
Yes, it's weak.
And us as individuals, we don't mind servicing our cars. We don't mind servicing our home by cleaning it on a regular basis.
Yeah.
We actually don't mind doing all the things that we should be doing, but we are not focused on our health, on our body. When do we take the time to service our body? When do we make sure that we are consuming our supplements? When do we make sure that we are hindering ourselves from actually getting ill? You know? I think also knowledge, because a lot of people, they just don't have the knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, most of the people wait until they get sick, not because they want to get sick, but because they don't have the knowledge. And sometimes it's also a financial situation where you find that people don't have the money,
Yeah.
you know, to do that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at that time, we tried the Jiang, and I'm telling you, within 4 or 5 days, he said, I feel like a man again. I feel like I'm a human again. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, you know what? I've never felt this way. I even feel like eating dried meat.
Oh my gosh.
And I said, siyasibhedlela again. Because I understood that anything that he eats at wrong, hospital, gee, it was like my routine, you know? And he ate it and he was fine. Now I wanted to find out more. What is this kind
Where
of
did you get to know about it?
I got to know about it from a friend.
Okay.
So somebody told me about it. And also there's certain testimonials. You know, sometimes you are at that point where you just need a revival.
You're desperate.
So the time I heard Wuti, the product has helped a lot of cancer patients, you know, has helped a lot of diabetic patients. That's when I had the faith to utilize it. So, I mean, after then,
You Googled it.
I started Googling, I started to find out, because I really thought they were in China. You know, I thought if I was willing to go, I was willing to say, you know what, I want this, only to find out how Balai would meet, you know? And then I was like, oh, okay. We went there, we wanted to now find out, started Googling more. What is this? What is this? What is this? I need to know more. And, you know, most of the time when, as an individual, at that time they were like, you know what, join so that you can be able. And then I was like, way.
So that you can get paid.
You understand? And I was like, you know. And then they started making me understand, no, this is not a pyramid. There's a difference between multi-level marketing and a pyramid.
Okay.
You know? So a pyramid scheme would be something where you are exchanging money without a product.
Okay.
So unika imali ngithi izoyikhulisa,
I
sort of
hear
situation.
you.
But now multi-level marketing actually is a very undermined industry where we are actually doing it. It's just that we are not aware we are doing it.
Okay.
So they made me understand, no. You actually becoming a member with us, it's like you getting some sort of a membership like at other big stores.
Yeah.
And then you would get a card so that you can get discounts. So you are now unlocking being able to purchase at stock price.
I hear you.
Whether it's for your own consumption or you want to make an extra income. Now here's an opportunity. But start with yourself so that you can see the results. And trust me, when you are sick, you've got no interest in money. When you are sick, you are looking at getting better.
Yeah.
And Unoktula became a very important person at that time.
Who's
Unoktula now is she's like my best friend.
Okay.
Now, she had cancer.
Okay.
And after consuming, she was cancer free. So now I wanted to understand, kanti khonani la, because ifaith nayo iyahlupha, hey?
Yeah, hey.
Ifaith iyahlupha. And she said to me, listen, here you don't need any faith, my dear. This thing works. You just need to consume. And till to date, he's cancer free. But that's when I saw the business opportunity now.
Yeah.
This is now the multi-level marketing part where I said to you, it's product based. So in a nutshell, what do I mean by that? I mean that I'm telling you about it, and then me telling you about it when you are purchasing, I'm benefiting from it. I mean, this business has assisted me in opening other business ventures.
I hear you.
It assisted me in also making sure that I have a home, houses, so many things that I could list and say it's because of Yona. And I think the reason why it will always be sentimental to me and always why I would always advocate for it is the fact that the products work. Ayikho into ebuhlungu nje ukudayisa into engasebenzi.
Hey. So what is it? Is it a gel? The mushroom, do you fry it?
No. It's in a liquid form.
Okay.
So it's actually a mushroom. And then technology, it's squeezed as it is into a liquid form. Anything that's liquid goes straight to your veins.
How's that?
Okay, when you go to hospital,
they put a drip.
Why?
So that it can work quicker. It works quicker.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So that's the reason why. Okay, now it's in a liquid form because you get straight into the veins and you get to the core problem.
Okay.
So as in its liquid form, what they've done is they've added a little bit of honey. So if you actually eat a raw ganoderma, like let's say you are boiling it and you are cooking it, you could not be able to stomach it because it's very bitter.
Yeah.
It's got a bitter taste.
Yeah.
But they've packaged it so well that when you consume it, I am telling you, you can't even feel that. It's something that even a child, even my kids are like, I'm young, So it's something that's a lifestyle at home because now we understand already. My mom's sister died of cancer.
Yeah.
My mom's sister died of cancer. Yes. My grandmother also died of a heart problem. My grandfather, organs failed. He was diabetic. So meaning what I already understand what I'm in line.
I hear you.
From these inherited chronic illnesses.
As well.
My kids. So I've just told myself, I refuse not to put myself and my kids first by making sure that I'm servicing the immune system. Servicing. I mean, even if if flu wants to actually attack me, I can feel what it's autoimmuning itself. It's fighting. Yeah, Shuguti, I'm consistently supplementing. And also, remember as individuals, we say Tando Chala.
Yes.
So a glassanyana of champagne there and there. Those are all things that kill the immune system. Stress.
Yeah.
They kill the immune system. Inherited chronic illnesses, they kill the immune system. So you have to have something that you are utilizing before it's too late.
You're so right, eh?
You have to do something. So now I've chosen that. I've chosen Ganoderma. I've also chosen stem cell. Also, we're very big on alkaline water. Yeah.
Okay.
So alkaline water is very important to us because of all the nutrients, it being rich in antioxidants. Not only that, we've also got things like collagen.
It's the collagen. But collagen. I'm like, yo, nena kim sadi o mongwe. No women ever got collagen, they are done.
Done. But you know, collagen is powerful.
You know, knowledge.
I think it's knowledge.
It's knowledge. Now I see it. People are taking collagen every day.
But you don't understand why.
Why?
What is this fuss about
Yes.
collagen? First of all, the minute you hit your 30s,
Yeah, you.
the problem starts because I was laughing with my friend. She's like, you know what? There's this wrinkle that
Stubborn.
there's this wrinkle that is there. And then she's like, you know, when I drink this collagen, this wrinkle is gone. Now I want some of your collagen. You need to pay up, guys.
Yes.
Nothing for free. You know, you guys need to start supporting, not just wanting.
Buying.
Yeah, but collagen is a lot of people actually think it's only for the strengthening of your bones, and also for your aches and your pains. You know, we suffer from aches and pains.
Yes. You know when you when you
Once you reach the 30,
Shem, the third floor.
you're probably third floor. Third floor. And then that's when the problems start.
Yes. You know, even drinking. The other day I went to a picnic, I drank like 2 bottles of wine with my friend. It was a Tuesday. I was still feeling very hung. I'm like, guys.
You understand?
Like,
what's happening?
what's happening?
What's happening? But can I tell you something? Your body does not collapse. It gives you signs,
Yes.
but you ignore the signs.
True.
It doesn't just, even, being acidic, right? Acid, now,
Yeah.
whether you're getting it from the food that is now not harvested well, whether you're getting it from the fizzy drinks that we are drinking, or whether we are getting it from alcohol. Your inner self, I'm telling you, when you are acidic, when you've got acid reflux, you can feel it.
Yes.
You literally have this burp. And you're like,
More.
something is wrong in my body. You know?
signal.
Signal is saying,
Yeah.
something is wrong.
But it goes back to what you're saying, that we don't have knowledge. For example, I would burp and just say, I just drank Coke. It's that, and I just continue with my life.
Acid. It's a sign. The
So-
minute even the body is at shock,
Yeah.
it's a sign.
We'll die walking.
We'll die walking. Haven't you ever heard of those stories saying umuntu
Was okay.
was okay, and then they just slept and didn't wake up? When you find out how old is the person, the person at 35, guys, that's a very good age.
Yeah.
People should not be dying. We are not taking care of our health.
Of our health.
We are not.
So the product is easy. So now, where are you seated now? Are you the boss of the people, like the top earners? How much do you guys earn? How much are you earning?
Oh, I love that question. How much do you guys earn?
How much are you earning?
Okay. How much am I earning? Should I give you the figures?
Give us the figures. We want to be motivated to get Thobekile, or maybe a round figure. Okay.
I can tell you, Guti, in my journey.
Yes.
I've-
Okay.
In my journey, 8 years now,
Okay.
right? I can tell you, Guti, in my journey, the 6 digits, I've made a few of them, or maybe not a few, maybe a lot of them.
What?
Yes. Remember, I'm selling demand. I'm selling something. I always say this: the pharmacy.
So the 6 digits is on the hundreds.
No.
Is it a million?
Yes.
Aibo.
Yes. So zero.
It's
zero,
the zeros.
006. Asibali nani.
A lot of them. What do you mean?
Yes.
That's why you call yourself a self-made millionaire.
Yes. Self-made with natural products. Yes.
Aibo wena.
I'm telling you.
So you say we must join?
Now, man.
Now, after this, you're gonna teach me.
You know
Because,
what?
wow.
Let me put it this way. Think about a pharmacy,
Yeah.
right? The pharmacy that you saw whilst you were growing up. Has that pharmacy ever said, where's Waktu? I know it has collapsed, or
No.
you know what, they ran out of funds. It's no longer there.
Yeah, no.
Why?
Because it's in demand. Like, we are always sick, we are always buying.
Yes. Remember, when you get this pill that takes out that ache and pain, every time you'll be like, hey, that pill. You understand?
Yes.
Chronic illnesses, they will always be there. So what we are actually supplying is, we are supplying a solution
Yeah.
to a situation. So a person has got multiple chronic illnesses. We are saying we don't cure. The The testimonies might, whatever when you consume and you say, this has happened to you, I had cancer, I'm cancer free.
Yeah.
That's on you. But we are not saying what we cure. These are supplements, natural supplements. And we are advocating people should consume concurrently with what?
Medication.
With your medication.
I hear you.
You understand? But now, going back to that pharmacy that was there, that has never ever changed. Even now, if you go there, it's still there. Because they are supplying what? They are supplying people a necessity. So the same thing with us. We are selling demand. We are supplying people something that they will need. And if when you've consumed something good for your body, you will tell the other person.
Yeah.
Or you will buy for your whole family. Then it becomes a lifestyle. So meaning Guti, earning, it becomes passive income.
Yeah.
Because remember, every time a person buys,
Yeah.
what am I doing?
You are.
I'm receiving.
You're receiving. Okay.
I'm receiving.
Because it's a hierarchy. If this person buys, you get a percentage.
Yes.
Okay.
But do you notice? I don't know why. I think, but also it's also lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
Let's make an example of any retail store that you are thinking about.
Yeah.
Right. In that retail store, they've got different brands in the retail store. How is that big retail store making money?
From like taking rents from each, from the sales of each brand that is inside there.
Yeah. But
That's the same as.
But you see, it's the same. That's also
hear.
multi-level marketing, right? It's also the same thing, but people have made it so posh.
Yeah.
The minute when you are selling, I remember other people used to laugh at me and be like, "Hey, boo, we had days." I'm like, if only they knew.
Yeah.
Think about that umama lo dayisayo in the street.
Side of the road.
You find ukuthi umntana wakhe has gone to tertiary.
I was still.
You're saying how? Because
Yeah.
remember, they are buying the sweet
Yeah.
for a specific price. When they are reselling it, guess what happens? They are making what? A profit. Even Naktina, it's like that. There's an opportunity for passive income, you telling, and also there's an opportunity for those who say, I want to sell. Manj. Let me come and buy at stock price and be able to do what? To go and sell at retail price.
Yeah.
So there's also that dynamic as well.
I think I will buy for my parents. So my parents, they are well in over 60, both of them, and then
Okay.
they've got like diabetes. My mom is diabetes and high blood.
Okay.
My dad is cholesterol, diabetic, high blood. So I'll buy for them, and obviously at home there are a lot of just people that have chronic illnesses.
Yes,
I'll buy for them, and from there I'll see how it works on them.
Please, can you call me again?
No, I have got your number. I'll speak to you.
Please, ngoba I
Yes.
can't wait for in that testimony.
Yes.
Because in Guinea Showcase,
I want to do that.
I'm telling you, like on a serious
Then I'll
note.
start selling it if.
Okay, this
And
is
I'll
like,
sell, especially Emma
a
Kai.
promise is a promise.
But you'll
like your
teach
name.
me. I'm sure you'll teach me. Hi, you'll teach me how to.
No. Teaching you is not an issue.
Okay, cool.
I'm always doing Zoom meetings. I'm
Yeah.
also always doing one-on-ones. I'm also doing, weekend
No, I'm
meetings.
serious.
No, I'm very serious.
Guys, you see, we are sitting here. It is October 2024. October 2025. I'll be talking about my numbers.
I'm going to be asking you.
Yes, and my healed parents. I'll buy for my family. I can't remember the other one, this kind of Medicaid, like the natural medications. I wanted to buy, I've always said I want to buy my parents like a product
That works.
that works and they can use it every single day, and take it. So I think it was just by God for you to
Right
be here.
intervention.
Yes, because I have been saying, because my dad also does not mind his diet and it's always like, so I'll buy for them. I'm 100%.
Trust me, ngekuyisole.
Anyway, ma'am, we literally have 5 minutes and we can like
Have
speak.
you been talking for so long?
Yeah.
But it seems like
It seems like we just
I
started.
thought we just started.
So we're gonna speak about briefly about the Real Housewives of Johannesburg.
Okay.
Where, how do you get there? Who approached you? How?
Funny enough, my husband actually was like, I want you to go in the show.
Oh my God! What a husband!
Yes. Funny enough.
Because the husband would say, no, we don't want cameras in the house.
He was like, you know what, people need to learn from you. People need to understand. Because I've always been a person who advocates for selling.
Yeah.
But because the selling has been seen as something that's very low class,
Yeah.
I needed to, the reasoning for me actually going there was I wanted to change that perspective to say, you know what, I don't mind going to the street and selling with the people.
Yeah.
I'm a people's person. I'm amongst the people. I'm within the people. You understand? So
However, this is the other side of a selling woman.
this a selling woman can also become like this.
I hear you.
You know? So that was like the motivating factor of me actually going there. Me myself, I didn't want to because I knew with and there'll be drama. And my oh my was there drama.
But Honge, when now you are targeting other people, we didn't even speak about your spiritual side of things. But what there's this, who is that lady, the light one that went to the other podcast not long ago? I'll tell you. The
I
light,
don't recognize her. Like which one was she there? Wait, which one? There's a podcast. I know this podcast. Yes. yes.
oh my gosh! So this lady went there. I'll tell you who she is. She went there, and then said that you are targeting her. It also happened in the thing. Why?
What in Tagati, I mean?
Yes, I'll tell
Hey,
you.
guys, wait. Hold on.
Let me get my facts right. Kimankana, the
Hi, guys,
podcast.
I wanna know this, guys. What's something in Tagati? Wait.
Yes.
Hey, guys.
I also forgot the podcast.
You know what the funny thing is?
Yeah.
Whilst you are checking,
Yes.
there's this perception of a person who's spiritually gifted.
Yeah.
The minute you ngabe isangoma ne,
Yes.
the minute you ngabe umthandazi, you retarget
Yeah.
when you are tagata. No. It's not true, actually. Whatever it is that she said, it's fine. Maybe I
Must
gave
leave
her
her.
a little bit of fame at that time by mentioning my name because I don't recognize her.
Yeah.
But one thing I can tell you is the minute you are gifted spiritually, we target. People need to demeanor you. People need to suppress you because you are spiritually gifted.
Yeah.
They have to question also. Because I've got a lot of people questioning me, ZP Pandla, what, guys? Spirituality, I mean,
Yeah.
and also, I have a communication with my ancestors. I've asked them, ukuthi, I do a lot of business. I'm running businesses. Ngicela ukuthi ngingabi too much on people. I want a person to see me as me. Let's have a decent conversation. Then judge me based on that.
Yes.
Don't judge me based on my spirituality.
I hear you.
Yeah. So nje ukuthi ubani ngathi uthakathiwe, guys, when bowuyenzani uzubona ukuthi uyathakatha. Uwenzani? What were you doing?
I hear you.
Phela sometimes you can try someone spiritually, and the person is very spiritually strong. And when I was told to know this person, they are weak, and then uthola uswazi,
What is Swazi?
ushayeke.
Oh.
Whatever you're doing, will return to sender because this
hear you.
person is now. That's another thing, I always tell people, guys, we need to take care of ourselves as much as we are taking care of ourselves when it comes to our health. Also, let's take care of ourselves spiritually as well. Safeguard yourself. Make sure that you are strong because people hate you for nothing.
Yeah.
It
happens.
And people will try you and test you. Next minute, your things are not going well. Why? Because a person is trying to block your success. But if when on a consistent basis, you are making sure, you know what, you are steaming, you are praying. It's a lifestyle.
We have to steam also. Hey, my.
Siyastima, siyaphalaza,
Yeah. Oh, yes.
siyageza, sithandeke. It's important, especially as business people.
Yeah.
As women, we need to do that.
Do you have the products for
Sometimes we're in
people?
male-dominated areas where you get the amadota, they are
Yeah, and
there.
those
When
people,
now
they
you need
use
to come
stuff
in
as well.
and be there. Ube within.
We're within.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. So what, lastly on the Real Housewives, are what is the criteria? Shouldn't you be like, because in my thinking, you had to be rich, some sort of rich to be part of that. Are the people on Real Housewives franchises rich? Are you guys rich women? Or what is the criteria for you to be part of it? You must just...
To be honest with you, when they say Real Housewives, sometimes it's the husband who's rich, and then when as the wife, obviously you are rich. Sometimes it's you as the individual who is rich. I'm not really sure of the criteria as to what they actually require in order for you to be part and parcel of it. But I can tell you about myself to say that from my side, richness means you being able to take care of yourself and your family and live a very comfortable life.
Yeah.
And also, I believe it should be you have some sort of a business that's consistently giving you some sort of passive income that is maintaining the lifestyle that you are living. As to what type of lifestyle, it all depends on you. You know, like for example, I'm the type of person who loves my kids. I wouldn't mind spending, hundreds of thousands on a holiday with my kids. But omunye umuntu, hundreds of thousands would be buying one bag.
I hear you.
So who's rich between me and another person? It's very difficult.
It's relative, yeah.
And also, I don't even think we should care who's richer, who's not. Richness is also the heart. You can have all that money, but if you are not spending it wisely, for me, it's quality time with family. I don't mind if it means richness is giving my kids education that is the best of the best.
Yeah.
Being able to afford that, being able to afford vacations, being able to buy myself a bag, there and there, and being able to spoil my loved ones. For me, that is richness.
Yeah. In closing, would you ever do another season of Real Housewives?
I remember when I came back from it, I was like, I don't want to see this franchise. I don't want anything to do with this franchise. But I think as time has passed on, also what it has done for my business as well. Because my goodness, if there's one thing that I can give a tick and a yes to is the exposure that it has given me.
Yeah.
Business-wise, business is so good. And it's because of that platform.
I hear you.
And also, I've met good people, man, because of the show that would have never known me if it wasn't for the show. So would I go back for the squabbling? Would I go back as Thobekile, the same Thobekile? You'll definitely find the same person because it was never a fake profile. And would I ever go back? It's a definitely yes for me. Should be. I given the opportunity, I would definitely be there.
Love that. Last question is from the house.
Okay.
It says, why do you think is important for women in and out of marriages to work for themselves?
For the very same reason. The first reason, it's for your well-being. It's for your mental health.
Yeah.
Staying home and always expecting something from someone that you haven't worked hard for. Trust me, it can be nice for the first couple of months. Even that person will get tired of doing that.
Oh.
And then problems start in the relationship because also you have an expectation of he must, indoda must. That's where the problem starts. Then the next minute, the relationship goes sour because now the partner feels like you are unappreciative. You are unappreciative because you don't even understand the dynamics that go in running any business, any entity. You need to undergo those challenges. You need to try, fail. You need to cry, get up, establish yourself. So as a wife, it's good to get something from husband. It's amazing. Yeah. But even there are times where you'll find that even your partner won't even have the strength, to give you the financial muscle that you need in the household. What happens then? When I say strength, I told you earlier on about my husband when he was sick. Yeah. I understood what I needed to do to make sure this never happens again. You as a woman, even if, it doesn't mean taking the money and utilizing the money for household, save it for rainy days.
Yeah.
Don't wait until it's too late.
Thobekile, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And my audiences would love you. I've never seen an interview, and also your interview, any interview where you speak about like your upbringing in depth and then where you are and about your business. And I know that your business does not need any qualifications. So any woman anywhere can actually be part of their business.
Whether they are qualified, whether they are not qualified, whether it's a go-go, whether it's a child, anyone is allowed to be part and parcel of the business.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much, Mama. I really appreciate it. And we'll keep in touch because wow.
And I'm actually going to follow. I'm a salesperson.
Yes. You're going to be calling me.
I follow up.
I will. Buying for my parents, I will.
Yeah. And I also want you to taste.
Okay.
Okay, when you buy, I want to give you a free gift.
For myself.
For yourself.
Thank you.
We call it the plum juice.
What is it going to do? It's going to make me have a baby.
No babies. But izokwenza ukuthi ube munandi.
Guys.
Ube nice. Guys, you need to be different from
our side. What?
Our side, Jakey. They're there, girl. And you imagine they are showing all the sky. Hey, next minute the leg is in the roof when you are still here. Mild. No, plum juice. Ikona.
Saving umshado.
Hashtag plum juice for umshado.
Guys, thank you so much. I'll give you feedback. A plum juice. My husband will be the one to give
No,
feedback.
your husband will tell you. Not just want a voice note. That's,
Hi, Bo.
Mosadi wa ka. Uyetseng.
Guys, you know what? Bye.